right in the corner. So you guys are setting them up really nicely. The wingers coming.
How do you feel about your team's performance this weekend?
Oh, I thought they played really well. They came together as a team and did what they needed to do.
Today's game, you're pretty happy? That was a nice win for you guys?
Yeah, it was a nice comeback after the last one. So we didn't do as well in the last one. So like I said, they've really come together and did what they needed to do for this one. And it was sort of a sweet revenge for them because a couple of the guys had competed against this team at juniors and had gone the other way. So.
Goalball right now. Is the program coming along pretty good?
Our program's really good. Our men and women, the women are a bit younger, so we're a little short on junior men right now, but the program for both our seniors and junior programs coming along. We got some children coming up, so fill some spots in the near future, so it'll be good.
Good time in Halifax this weekend?
Oh, always. Halifax is always fun. It's a fun town. Good people.
You guys heading back tonight?
Unfortunately, I have to head back, but the rest are going to stay here and have some fun. So.
Cool. Good. Thanks very much, Coach.
Okay,
good
thank
job.
you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Can I get one of your... performance this weekend?
It really paid off. You know, everyone stepped up when they really needed to, and yeah, it's just been a really good year for us.
Playing all these great teams this weekend. What do you guys take away from this tournament?
I would, you know, all these teams have their strengths and weaknesses. You know, you can't underestimate teams based on like previous games that they've had, and yeah, you have to go in and try your best in every single game you have.
What are your future goals for goalball? You gonna try to eventually play for the national team and that stuff if you're not already?
No, that's definitely my future goal.
Good,
yeah.
Good. And you talk about training for goalball. Is it a year-long thing or?
Yeah, it's definitely through the season's over for us, but we'll definitely be doing off-court training through the summer.
You had a good time in Halifax?
Oh yeah, I love Halifax.
Good. Nice little win for you guys there today. You feel pretty good about the performance this weekend for the team?
Yeah, I think we did awesome. We were doing really well, and then we kind of had a couple bad games, but we crawled back up, so I'm really happy.
You got a pretty nice break there with about 2 minutes left, the 10-second call. Is that something that, has that ever happened to you before? Do you get a nice break like that, or?
Sometimes, but definitely it was a good break for us. It would have probably gone into overtime, and that's pretty stressful.
Yeah. For that penalty shot, was there a decision about who would take the shot, or?
Actually, there was. I've been taking them all weekend, and the last 2 games missed every one, so we decided we'd give it to Ashley, and she nailed it.
Nice.
It was great.
Good. And talk about the competition this weekend. What have you guys taken away from this weekend in terms of the teams you played against?
There are some really tough teams here. I think that everybody's improving across the country and the games are getting harder. This is the first time there's ever been more female teams than men's teams, and that's really awesome. But it does mean that the competition is greater, and that means we have to work harder.
How's the progress of goalball in BC right now? Is the sport taking off pretty good?
We have a lot of junior players that are just starting out. They're not quite ready to be at a tournament like this, but they're getting hooked earlier. So I think the future looks bright for BC.
Did you have a good time in Halifax this weekend?
I haven't seen much besides the gym and the hotel, but so far so good.
Right on. Well, good job, young lady. Parsons here of Team Nova Scotia, and Peter, a rough weekend for you guys.
Yeah.
What was basically the story with the Team Nova Scotia this weekend?
It was really disappointing. We were 1-2 after Friday, and we go into Saturday. We basically had 2 cracks at it to make it into the semis. We lost to Alberta 4-3, and we lost to Ontario. I don't remember the score. They beat us by a few goals, I think, and. So yeah, and we were hoping to make at least the semis and play for a medal and win a medal on home court, which is something that Nova Scotia has never won a medal at the Goalball Nationals. We felt we had a really good chance this year to do that. And instead, we play Ontario in the 5-6 game, which weren't really excited about playing in that 5-6 game to begin with. But then we got into it as the game was about to start, and we're 4-3 with like 7 seconds left. They called the timeout and scored like I hear with 1 second left or something like that, and ties it, and then they beat us in overtime. So it was an extremely disappointing end to a disappointing weekend.
Goalball in Nova Scotia moving forward, is it building and building?
Well, I love to say yes, but we need to get the kids involved. We're not getting any younger, and you see New Brunswick here has an excellent junior program, and I know I had a lady who was here from ABC with a few kids watching. I talked to her about how we need to get a junior program going, and we talked about maybe having a meeting coming up here in the future. But I think that we need to build from the ground up. I think that there's a few of us that have a few good years left, but as we're at the same time as we're playing, I'd love to help out kids, and we basically got a women's team for the first year and a few years this year, and there are a lot of 5 to the 6 of them are first year players, and so they're developing. So I think the women's program is definitely looking up. I guess I was just speaking for the men, but for the women's, a lot of first year players and a lot of potential actually too.
You have left in this, you think?
Well, I'm 35 now. I had a really late start with goalball at age 28, but I feel that if I can keep in shape, there's a guy about to play in the gold medal game named Mario Caron, and he's 46 years old, I believe, and he's still playing really well. So I figure I have 10 years if I want to keep in shape, and I think because I started late as well, I'm not sick of the sport at this point. At 35 years old, I'm really fine that I'm just enjoying it lately, and going to keep training hard.
Yeah!